Hi everybody and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday the 17th of January 2019. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm using the amazing Cosmic Tarot, which I love because it's just so over the top and very German. It's like that diabolical film, what's it called? The Never Ending Story. It reminds me of that, but it's got some funny characters in it. And yeah, that film was truly odious, I have to say. There's a couple, I remember laughing about this so much with one of my colleagues when I was still a teacher. It was this lesbian couple and they adopted a child and they named their son Atreyu after the kid in the Never Ending Story. So can you imagine? Like, roll call. Hi, Susie. Hi, John. You here? You present? Atreyu? God. Oh, some people, they don't make life easy for others, do they? So let's have a look at what Thursday the 17th of January is all about. These daily tarot readings are for everyone who watches. They apply to all signs of the zodiac. So if you like my videos, then please share them on your socials and hit the subscribe button. And what I do is I tune into the energy of the 17th and I just ask the cards what is in store for us on Thursday, the 17th, and how can we use the energy to our advantage, and how can we avoid some of the pitfalls. So let's have a look. We have the 10 of Wands. Looks promising. We've got the Prince of Cups and the Star. Now the 10 of Wands is being burdened, overly burdened. It's a minor arcana card, so it's temporary. This is something that will pass. We've got a Court card. It's a person or an energy. And we've got a major arcana card, which is the Star. And major arcana cards represent major themes in life. So what you may notice here, we've got Saturn up there and the ruins of this city. It's up in flames. We've got this person very dramatically doing some interpretation of modern dance while they're being skewered by all these wands, you know, to each their own. And it represents being overwhelmed and having circumstances that are outside of your control really take over. Saturn is an immutable, inexorable force, like death or like love or birth. You can't stop it. It's part of life. It happens, and it doesn't care whether you're the Princess of Monaco or whether you're a baker. It doesn't matter. The energies and these circumstances will come into your life and they will affect you. Now, the 10 of Wands means being burdened, being overly burdened by things that you really care about and that you want to do. Wands represent things that you like. Wands is the suit of fire. It has to do with passion, life purpose, growth, also destroying things that no longer serve you. So burning things down to ashes so you can build a new city on top of it. And really trying to figure out what your path is in life. Now, this person is in the throes of everything just coming undone. All the dreams, I want to be a doctor, I also want to be a psychic, I want to be a healer for humanity, I want to invent something, I want to go live in Africa. All of these dreams are now, they've come to a halt. Saturn is saying, hang on a minute, we're going to have to burn this thing to the ground first before you can move forward. You can't do everything at once. You're going to have to choose one and run and escape the flames, because what's happening is that life is changing and you need to change with it. And if you don't grab one of your desires with you, then you're leaving empty-handed. And also, if you stick around and let yourself be consumed by other people's needs and desires and wants, you're going to really go to ground quite horribly. So you need to look out for yourself today. You need to make a choice And use your feelings for that. We've got the Prince of Cups, water. Use your feelings. What is it that I really want? I'm not sure, but I don't have all the information. Doesn't matter. I'm going to grab one of these ones and get the hell out of there so I don't get burned to smithereens like this city is. So outside forces beyond your control. The Prince of Cups is a lovely man who is in line to be the King of Cups. And the Prince of Cups, he struggles with his feelings. He's trying to attain wisdom. And what's actually really interesting is that we've got these wands here and we've got a wand there. A snake is circling around it and it's biting the top. And because it bites the top, this illumination, this spark of insight and knowledge goes off. So do listen to your feelings. Your feelings have wisdom in the shape of this snake that comes out of the cup, and it will, something that bites, something that stings you in the real world today, external circumstances, things that are unpleasant, something will kind of sting you in a way, and that sting may feel negative, or it may not feel like the greatest thing in the world, but it will lead to personal enlightenment. So that's really good news, because the Prince of Cups, once he grows up, this Scorpion here, sometimes he scuttles around and doesn't do anything. Sometimes he completely overreacts and someone says something and the stinger just goes ding, 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 and he never lets go, and he's like a dog with a bone. On this day, he is under siege. And sometimes we learn through difficulties. We learn through tough times in life. And he's becoming the King of Cups today by having this epiphany of, oh, I took this one wand, I realized that I chose the wrong one. I realized that this is what I want to do with my life. I want to pursue this relationship, for example. Or I've chosen the right wand. I am going to enroll in this class. I do feel passionate about it. I do want to pursue it and excel in that. So for instance, I want to become a healer, something like that. And it's becoming more certain of your own feelings. So the outside world is what it is. You kind of retreat into yourself. You protect yourself with that Scorpion. It does give you protection. So if anyone tries to come for you, you'll feel like I have to defend myself here. And at the same time, if you don't put up walls and you just let yourself experience everything, you'll have an amazing kind of enlightened moment today where you realize, wow, this is what I want, regardless of anybody else. And that knowing and that understanding allows you to really get true and honest with yourself, to let go of all of these other things that you were trying to hang on to, and to just say, well, I've realized now that this one thing that I want is to stay in the city I was born in, to make a contribution to finishing this cathedral, this building, and that is what I want to be remembered for, as an example. And because he now knows this, he can let go of all of the other dreams of, I want to be, a travel writer and explore the world, and I want to go be an investigative journalist and a photojournalist and all of these things. I've decided what my passions are, so I can relax, I can let go of a lot of things. I don't have to be crushed by all my dreams. Instead, I can ease the burden, and I can enjoy the beauty of understanding who I really am, what I'm about, and what I want to devote myself to. And that will let your light shine. The moon then takes care of you and makes you feel nurtured and wonderful. And the star kind of hits the ground. There's a connection between you here on planet Earth and you maximizing your true potential. So the fact that something negative happens and you protect yourself and you're taken care of by your feelings. Scorpio is really, this is Scorpio. Scorpio is really good at understanding and getting to the emotional truth of things. And it's also good at protecting yourself. So not, going under if someone says something nasty to you. So through that perfect balance, you're able to drop a lot of the things that you no longer need. You're able to devote yourself to what you do want. You can take off and become the star you've always wanted to be. And it's a Star of David, this. It's two triangles intersecting, one triangle pointing up at the sky, the other triangle pointing down. So it's the perfect meeting of spirit and earth. And they connect with the mother. They create this triangle, this perfect triangle. Spirit is helping you to understand and to have this epiphany moment. It doesn't just happen from nowhere. The universe is helping you realize, or to realize who you really are. So you can let go of things that burden you. You can get real with yourself, and you can say, oh, thank goodness I don't have to deal with all of that anymore. And I can be who I want to be. I can devote myself to one thing, and I don't have to fix everyone's problems, the whole world's problems. I can let go of the responsibilities and the things that I feel I failed at, and I can let those go and realize that I was never really meant to be in those situations. I can embrace myself and see my own beauty, and I can pursue one thing that's really important to me, and I can really make a huge difference. I can give other people hope by demonstrating that despite adversity, you can transform and you can become a success. And that is a beacon of hope for other people who simply watch your progress. And it's also a really wonderful, transformative day of taking difficult circumstances, taking what you need, or getting out of a situation which doesn't serve you, understanding why you're getting out of there, understanding who you really are, what it is you're saving, and then letting go of all the stuff that you don't need. So the house and the TV and the giant stereo system, they weren't really necessary. You can let go of all of that, and you're the person that's in charge, and it really feels very, very healing. So number-wise, we've got 15, 16, 17, and 1 is 18, and 10 is 28. 2 and 8 is 10. That reduces to 1 in numerology, and 1 is the boss. 1 is being in charge, taking the lead. So you take the lead here by saying, I'm going to protect myself first and foremost. I do put myself first. By protecting myself, I have an epiphany, and I'm going to use that epiphany to really plan for the future, to almost visualize and manifest what my path is. You see it now. You see how you can make a huge contribution and how you can transcend your circumstances to really become someone special, or to really, because you're special already. But the problem is that the rest of the world doesn't realize that. And sometimes you have to demonstrate how special you are so that you can convince the rest of the world that you're special. And that path will open up to you. So if you're someone who is in... Eckhart Tolle said a nice thing when they wrote about him, and they said he came out of obscurity and now is in the public eye. And he's famous and he's well known. And he said something like, I never realized I was in obscurity, or obscurity is not that bad. So if you're looking to be well known, or to make yourself famous, or to make a name for yourself, or to really have a breakthrough, this is the kind of day where you can have a breakthrough. And then Saturn, rather than controlling your life, instead of destroying everything, becomes your own personal yellow brick road that you can skip down, because you now know what your future holds and what your true maximum potential is. And then you can go for it and really lift yourself above your existing circumstances and become the person you've always wanted to be. So major self-actualization here today. Wow. So take charge of your circumstances, take charge of your life. You're the boss of your life. No one's going to do it for you. You do it for you. And you get great insight today, free of charge from the universe, but only by facing the difficulties. So if something is difficult and you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with this, let's take a drink to just numb this out, or let's take a Valium to just get rid of the annoying anxiety this is causing, then you're not using that opportunity, because you have to feel what's going on to have that epiphany. So be as open-minded and as clear as you possibly can be, and feel your feelings. So have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. The astrology chart gives me a blueprint of your soul, what your life purpose is, where you've been in past lifetimes, what you're trying to achieve in this lifetime, what your talents are when it comes to work, what's destined for you in travel and social standing and the future, love, money, career, health. I can answer any questions you may have. I can compare your horoscope to another person's to see if you're compatible. So if you have any questions for me, just get in touch via the website, gregoryscott.com, audio reading there. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.